Okay, part 15, I think, or 14. No, yeah, 15. Pretty sure that it's gonna be there. Yup. God damn. Alright, so we just got into a big old fight and Rui stormed out and left, and we are throwing on a jacket, running downstairs, maybe after her? Either after her or to something else. The only way to expel this is a walk. A nice, long, preferably death-inducing walk. Break into a run as the cold air hits my face. It was fine. I was perfectly fine. Rui was the one who freaked out. She's always been that way, always nagging me, always giving me a hard time. She felt excluded? Who's the person who went home yesterday? Who's the person who never talked to me? Who's the person who made me run around the Isamu forest thinking that she'd been brutally murdered? I just can't take any of it. I close my eyes and pick up my speed, feeling the wind blister my face. My lungs plead for air and my heart's throbbing painfully against my chest, but I don't bother stopping. Here we go, District 6. It's dead of night. Perfect place for an ignorant, thankless lowlife like me. Damn it. I drop against the wall, fighting for breath. A couple shady figures eye me from the alleyways, but when I meet their gaze, they turn away. Wouldn't mind a fight. I honestly wouldn't. It'd feel good, maybe. Cathartic. Good old fist to the face. Maybe I'd die. Deserve it. Shouldn't have said those words. Didn't matter that I was angry. Didn't matter that I felt unjustified. Wait, what? Rui didn't deserve words like that. Not when she's been at my side, not when she's been my only friend. It just hurt. Even she acknowledged that I couldn't do anything correctly. She was supposed to support me, to believe in me, right? She did. Hello. The fuck? Oh no. Oh. Haru? Why would he be pinging me? How did he get my number? How is his number in my phone? Is this part of a lapse I don't remember? It says unknown. Maybe he set his caller ID to be public, but that's strange, to say the least, especially from a student. Why is he in District 6? I cautiously followed the indicator, keeping to the shadows as I approach. Around the corner to the denoted alleyway, but... What? Hey, what is this we're seeing? Oh. It's the same alleyway, it's just negative. No. Not now, no. Damn it. You're a coward. What the hell? What is going on? We'll see about that. No. Shouldn't even be here. No, really? Don't you dare tell anyone. Why not? Look, no one can know about this. Scared someone will find out? What is going on? Are these all fugue states that I don't remember? All this time, I should have known. Why? I jolt awake, frantically clinging to my bedpost. My vision is still swimming, my mouth dry with the bitter aftertaste of anxiety medication. Oh. Of all times, it had to be then. I squeeze my eyes shut in a vain attempt to recall the images that have just passed my retinas, but they're already gone. What happened? Why did I see a mutilated body? Why did I see Yahiko? What did I talk about? What the hell happened? I struggle to roll out of bed, but my limbs are frozen with terror, plastered to the sheets beneath my racing heartbeat. You're a coward. Who was that? Who said that? Why did they say it? How did I... Sounded like you stabbed somebody afterwards, too. Oh no. I seized my phone, looking through my messages, my calls, anything. A clue, a hint, status update. It's Wednesday. This is week 2. You only find an email. Oh. Be the drill. If you happen to find yourself in the midst of many strange events, don't worry. There are many who believe in you. Don't forget who you are, and don't forget who you are not. Ah, yes, the mystery emailer. Man, I feel like everything that I've been not quite predicting, but I guess assuming about the story has been completely wrong. Man, I felt like I had everything figured out too. Shit, I suck. The one who started contacting me the night after my first lapse in years. One who seems to know exactly what I'm facing, even though I don't know who they are. What a convenient response. It's almost as if it's exactly what I need to hear. I shut my phone, tossing it as far away from me as possible. Who am I during these lapses? Doctors, of course, have their own answers. It's just an unusual brain injury from the accident. You'll suffer brief lapses during times of stress when your memory is transitioning from short to long term. Really, it's interesting for personal reasons to me. Times of a lapse when your memory is transitioning from I gotta look into that. It's really interesting. Wouldn't change anything about you, they said. You're still yourself. It's just a little memory blip. Maybe they were paid to tell me that. After all, no one wants to hear that they could have an uncontrollable alter ego who might very well be a serial killer. Can't trust anyone. Can't even trust myself. What am I doing while I think I'm sleeping? I lie still, fighting to keep my mind steady as I survey my next course of action. What do I do? Record myself? Confine myself? Report myself? What can I do if I find out that I might be the very person I'm trying to track? It's not possible, is it? It sounds ridiculous, like a half-baked plot from some second-hand book. I feel like we should, we could ask the guidance counselor for help, but he would probably do the responsible thing and commit us. Even as lax as he is, this is, like, pretty fucking serious. Maybe Ishimoto? Is that her name? What is her name? Ishimoto? Oshimos? The detective. Stupid, irrational, impossible. Just like me these past few days. Maybe I should just go to school. I can only snort at the thought. Shallow, ditzy little school. Where I'll receive homework assignments on calculus problems and how Mayor Inori has saved Izumu and 1,000 other things that mean nothing when people are dying every day. Still, if I lapse at school, maybe someone will catch me. Maybe we'll find out once and for all. It's not like I have anything better to do. Man, I feel like, who cares about school right now? It only takes me a moment to get dressed and wolf down a quick breakfast. Food's sour in my stomach, but I force myself to keep it down. Contrary to the past few days, at least I'm eating, right? The entrance is packed with students. It's practically impossible to weave my way through. Hey! I peer through the crowd of heads and catch a brief glimpse of red hair that slowly plods away. Threads of whispers shoot in rapid fire at the sight. Man, we actually have a few friends that we could go to talk about this with. Again? They say Haru went missing. Shoji ended up passing away. Is Yaika still in jail? We gotta go bail him out. Yeah, I saw the news. I can't believe it. I can. We should have expected it the moment we saw them talk to Airi. Would you stop? Do you really think she'd do that? No wonder those girls are angry at Airi. But, guys, isn't this getting a little out of hand? They even egged her this time. No! You think we're too hard on her? Midori, Tomu, Akane, now Shoji, and Haru. Wait, Haru is Shoji's friend, and he pinged us, and we went to them, and then we had a lapse or a fugue state. We saw a mutilated corpse, called us a coward, and now they're missing too. Shit. Well, if it wasn't me at first, it's me now. But was she even involved with? You're not taking the side of that bitch, are you? Look, an adult had to step in and take your group to the principal's office. That doesn't make them look any better. Hey, no fighting. Yeah! Couldn't think of his name. I'm shoved to the side as Masato breaks through the crowd, his jaw taut with suppressed anger. The students immediately quiet down, watching eagerly for another display with their phone cameras primed for Twitter. All you better quit your yapping and scram. Your little chit-chat ain't doing a thing. Despite the fact that he's president of the Honor Society, the students know enough about Masato to not start anything. They quickly disperse into the courtyard. If he's like such a good student and president of the Honor Society, why does he speak so sloppily? Masato turns to look at me. I'm hit with the memories that I tried to forget. The argument at the canal, bitter fight with Rui. It's amazing what 24 hours can do. All of those encounters seem so distant. Curls his lower lip in disgust and strides away. Socks me right in the stomach. I'm speaking before I know it. Masato. He lifts an eyebrow at me, but his body's tense with anger. I'm sorry? Don't know what I did. I want to know why you're so mad. I don't understand. Masato cuts me off, wrapping his fingers in the end of his jacket until his knuckles turn white. If you're gonna take something from someone, man, at least take care of it. I still think that he, had a thing for Rui. What? It was the last thing I was expecting to hear. Get to class. He storms past me and disappears into the classroom building. I'm only left bewildered, and even more alone than before. This time I've really got no one. I've got Airi. Force myself to plod to my chair. The stairwells and hallways are congested with nauseating, frivolous gossip that makes me shake my head. They threw eggs at her? No. Little peach baby. Just about to slip into the classroom when a jolt of movement in the hallway catches my eye. Hey, Misaki isn't gone. Hey! Mr. Ryota has just opened the door to the principal's office, through which a number of students are filing. His face seems unusually burdened, the most solemn I've ever seen it. Jiro? 5 of them bullying, cornering the Hiraga girl. Again? You don't understand, Principal. You really fine with a murderer running around campus? What, throwing some kids with potty mouths under the bus to cover for her? Look, you guys will address the principal with respect, and you will listen to what he has to say. Next time I see you tossing around that kind of attitude, you're packing your bags, understood? Never heard him sound so harsh. Students instinctively step back, like he's emitting some dark aura. Mr. Ryota, how can you say that when Haru's gone? Haru Bunya gone? What? You didn't know? It's been gone since last afternoon. You didn't even come back to the school for curfew. But Haru's a smart kid. Didn't he know to stay? What does it matter? Midori and Toma and Akane, they were inside the school after curfew, but they disappeared anyway. Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. We're doomed. So, there's an idea. The students that are going missing inside the school. Well, no, because they would still have to get out. Whatever. She bursts into tears as Mr. Ryota is frozen in place, looking strangely awkward. Bring him in, Jiro. I'll handle it from here. Jiro Ryota? Is that his name? Mr. Ryota wordlessly steps aside, watching the students file into the principal's office. When the last student had entered, he shuts the door, sighing heavily. I step forward to greet him, but something halts me in my tracks. Students from this very school gone. Yesterday, death on the subway tracks. Now, Haru Bunya joins the ranks. No, the death on the subway tracks. We know. We saw. I can't trust myself. How can I possibly trust anyone else? It's got to be the stress getting to me. But I see every familiar face as a potential enemy. Puppeteer in the shadows, moving all the chess pieces into place. Mr. Ryuta. Something about him seems unbearably ominous. Surrounded by death. Am I the killer? Is the killer close to me? Or is the killer complete strangers? Everyone is a possibility. Mr. Ryuta's intelligent, flippant, and when he needs to be, ruthlessly efficient. Then, you know, ow, fuck! Ugh, random stomach pains! Not going away. Man. It's not like gastrointestinal stomach pain, it just feels like I got punched in the stomach. I think it's my heart. He notices me awkwardly standing in the hallway, twiddling my thumbs. Well, if it isn't my favorite delinquent. Searching my face, I attempt to mask my expression. Can't show anything, not now. Hey, Mr. Ryuta. Decide not to mention the scene I just witnessed. Maybe it's better if he doesn't know. Kid, you got bags for days going on under your eyes. You've been sniffing all night? What? Did I hear you seriously just say that in the middle of this school? No. I was finishing up some stuff last night. Right. Sure you don't want to talk about it? I've talked to him about my past. I'm supposed to trust Mr. Ryuta. I don't know. I've got some time before class starts. It's up to you. Wouldn't it be better to run my thoughts by him? So he has information about students I could never get otherwise. Okay, your office? We slip into Mr. Ryuta's office without any hesitation. Hang on, I just had a thought. Okay. Just want to make sure it was recording. I had a feeling. I had a wrong feeling. Mr. Ryuta settles behind his desk. He's still eyeing me closely. Maybe he trusts me. Maybe he trusts me about as much as I trust him. You're really different today, Yama. What's bothering you? I really look that haggard? Thought I put up a passable front. That obvious? Once upon a time, kid, I was also a student. Pulled all-nighters for exams just like you. Except this doesn't seem to be related to an exam. Exams are the furthest thing from my mind at the moment, that's for sure. Mr. Ryuta, about the murders. He frowns at my question. You're still interested in that? It's difficult to keep my composure up, but I managed to look him straight in the eye. Please, if you could just answer one question of mine about it. I can see the reluctance in his gaze, but after a long moment, he finally relents with a silent nod. You said the victims all had some kind of psychological problem. Could you look up their connections with just a shot in the dark? I don't even know if the killer is someone who I've met in person, but I've got to see if they have any relationship with... No, I I don't suspect either of them for a second. Natsuki comes across as an ardent fan of psychology, especially when it comes to manipulating people. In fact, wasn't she the one who probed me about dissociative identity disorder? Is there anything between the victims and Natsuki Tanaka? Common clubs, hobbies, family social groups? Natsuki Tanaka? Who's that? Classmate, likes psychology. She's a screwed up sociopath on the side, but this doesn't seem to be my place to mention. Let me take a look. Oh wow, I didn't think he would actually humor me on this. Taps at an intermediate pace, and even from my difficult angle of viewing, I can see windows popping all over his screen. Nope. I'm not getting anything. Maybe I've got this all wrong. There must be some kind of reason for this psychological trend. It could be nothing, but I should go through the people I do know who could be connected. Really? No. No, Natsuki just has a different name or something, I don't know. Someone started a club for depressed and troubled students. It was called the Happy Club. I thought it had the stupidest name in existence. But that club was for depressed and troubled students. Students with psychological problems. Is it really just coincidence? Oh no, the music died down. Is there anything between the victims and Yahiko Ikari? Yahiko, like dumb blonde friend Yahiko? Are you going crazy, kid? What the hell would that ditz have to do with these crimes? Just, can you look it up, please? I hate this doubt. Everyone in my sights is being painted as a potential target. Airi, Mr. Ryuta, Yahiko, even myself. Just need to find proof that I'm wrong. Right, well, you're a weird one, kid. His fingers fly over the tablet. I see its surface flashing in a myriad of colors like strobe lights at a concert. Then he freezes and drops the tablet, hits the floor with a shrill clatter. I instinctively wince, almost expecting it to shatter into pieces. Okay, so that's the answer. I just want to see what happens if we pick Airi before we continue. Okay, so Natsuki we picked. Airi Hiraga. I did see her walking around District 6 the one night, and she is rather quiet and unassuming. There's also all the rumors about her and connections with the victims. It's just stupid gossip and bullying, but what if it isn't? The one being bullied? Oh, she's being blamed for causing the disappearances and murders. You really gonna believe what a couple of idiotic students want to believe? No. I want to be sure. Alright. Taps at an intermediate pace, and even from my difficult angle of viewing, I can see windows popping up. All I'm getting is that the rumors... Wait, all I'm getting are the rumors that she was seen talking to each of the victims before they disappeared. Which doesn't prove anything. After all, she also probably says thank you to the lunch ladies, and they're not getting murdered. Maybe she doesn't. Strange. Was I on the wrong train of thought? I'm certain psychological problems trend is coincidental. Maybe I don't know the person responsible. Might as well try people I do know. Okay. Drops the tablet. What the? Gingerly, I stoop forward to pick it up. The screen is a mash of information tidbits from the school records, Twitter feeds, and photos from Instacam. Snapchat? Or no, Instagram. A group picture and a bunch of teens hanging out in the park. Faces tagged as Yahiko Ikari, Kane Tsukino, Shoji Hasegawa, and Haru Bunya. A matching tweet from Yahiko announcing the very first meeting of the Happy Club. An update from the roommate of Midori Maino, claiming that Yahiko was harassing Midori with the most horrible pickup lines, and she doesn't even like chocolate. A picture of the orientation group before school started, including Toma Hayasha as part of Yahiko's orientation group. He led orientation? Nah, never mind that. What is this, some conspiracy? It's like the universe was just waiting for me to dig into Yahiko Ikari, so that it could flood me with information that couldn't possibly be coincidental. The common thread is Yahiko? No, this is ridiculous. I reject this reality and substitute my own. Well, I mean, maybe there's someone else in common. There's a trend that I can't ignore. Even worse, each victim's getting progressively closer to Yahiko. Mr. Ryota, if this is true... I looked at Mr. Ryota, but he's only staring at the floor, uncharacteristic shock etched all over his face. Mr. Ryota? Huh? Oh, sorry. You know how sometimes you get so focused on something that you kind of forget everything else? Does that happen to you? Often. Not you? You seem pretty fixated on the idea that Yahiko Ikari is related to these murders. You're not serious, right? I don't know. Everything seems like a possibility. As if I was stuck in a dark room with only vague shapes and sounds, feeling my way around, and then someone turned on the floodlights, leaving weird spots in my vision that have to be hallucinations, but somehow aren't. Just the bell, kid. Guess you better get to class. Class? We're on the verge of discovering something vital about the killer and I have to go to class? Bullshit. No, I should go. More than anything, I need to cool down. Give my mind time to process the shock. Bye, Mr. Ryota. Take care, kid. I scooch out of the office and race down the hall, my mind still hazy with thoughts. There has to be another explanation. I must have missed something. Maybe I just shouldn't think about this until later. Really? So he's out of jail. That's good. Has his hand ever been in his pocket before? That's weird. I instinctively freeze when I see him, worries still fresh in my mind. But wait. Didn't Rui say that Yahiko had been arrested? I'm certain he can afford bail. After the subway accident, I Hadn't he been taken under suspicion of Shoji's death? And yet, I saw him in District 6 last night. Did you? I thought that was a different day we were remembering. Definitely ran into Yahiko Ikari, and we definitely had some kind of conversation. True, a lot of time passed because of my lapse. There were a good number of hours between the subway accident and the alley accident. But still, is it possible for someone to be released that quickly? He used his personal connections. Did he call on his parents to bail him out? No, I'm thinking about this the wrong way. He must have been released because they found out he was innocent. Maybe bureaucracy isn't as inefficient as I thought. Maybe the case was finished because it was urgent. Yeah, as if that's likely. No, stop thinking about this. This is crazy. Just talk to him. He's right there. Before the fucking teacher starts talking. Temporarily shut down my thoughts and slip into my chair. Yahiko seems to be browsing through a Twitter feed. Oh wait, we talked yesterday back in District 6. Didn't seem like any ordinary conversation either. Are we on good terms? Neutral terms? Bad terms? From my memories, I guess that the encounter was negative. If I act strangely, he'll find out about my lapses. What do I do? And again, he's got someone's death weighing on his mind. Someone he knows. If he was an innocent witness, he'd be traumatized. He'd be different. How exactly do I act with someone who... I guess his hand is in his pocket. Hello, my good minion. Yeah! I jerk backwards, but he only grins brightly, waving his hand in front of my face. Feeling a bit under the weather? No worries, have some coffee. Straight from Starbucks Coffee House. He thrusts an insulated cup at me. Peer through the lip. Sure enough, I see thick caramel liquid that froths in a warm whirlpool. Hesitantly, I take the cup. The heat caresses my cold hands. Is it poisoned? My mind supplies. I shut it down. Oh, no need to thank me. I'm naturally this generous. A sharp chill runs down my spine. Is it possible to act so natural after seeing someone die? Seeing blood, tasting blood, hearing blood? I didn't hear blood. Oh, wait. We heard blood. Why is he grinning? Why is he acting like nothing happened? That's how he copes, man. I didn't know Shoji that well, and even now. Yahiko? God damn it. Hey, that sounds like the warning bell. I'm gonna chat a little with Misaki. What the hell are you talking about? What? Maybe this has something to do with our exchange yesterday. There's no other reason why he'd be able to completely ignore a death, much less the death of someone he knew, unless... Students, seats please. Why did he run to talk to her just as class was starting? I don't understand the timing. Motion drowns out my thoughts. Force myself to pay attention through class. It's preferable to getting visions of bloody, beaten bodies. Answer the teacher's questions at every chance I get, and actually listen to the lecture. Apparently, it's such a rare occurrence the entire classroom is staring at me by lunch. Still, break is break. Any momentary curiosity immediately halts at the first chime of the bell. Yahiko tugs at my shoulder, his face still alight with a cheery grin. Lunch, cafe, the old gang. I steel myself and look straight into his eyes. I saw you at the train station where Shoji died. I saw that. Yahiko freezes. His expression flickers for a single moment, almost too quick to catch. What happened? Why were you there? His face flattens, a stab of guilt wrenches through my stomach, but I try to squash it. I need to know who I'm talking with, and who's talking. Come on, minion. If we wait too long, the lunch line will take forever. A hungry overlord is not a happy overlord. Yeah, how you go? Well, I guess there's no forcing you if you don't want to come, even if you're a minion. Ta-ta for now. Come on, man. I can't suppress a shudder of revulsion. The fact that Yaiko is acting the same as he always does, it's terrifying. That's how he deals with stress. He hides it and doesn't deal with it. Moreover, I've done nothing to ease my fears about my lapse. I still have no clue what happened yesterday. Why I saw a bloody body, why I ran into Yaiko. You are disturbed. What happened? It's gonna be Natsuki. No! Hello! My favorite person, and she's even got her peach out. I almost jump at the sudden voice from behind. Airi is seated on the edge of the table, munching quietly on a peach. Oh, where did you come from? Classroom 2D. Well, I knew that. She only tilts her head at me. Like a perfectly calibrated machine waiting for a simple command. No, like a soulless doll ready to kill. Don't be like that. No, I need to stop this. These are people I'm talking to, not machines, and they're not killers, and I'm not a killer. They're just ordinary students at an ordinary school. Something is bothering you. Yeah. I falter, my words cold in my mouth. My thoughts are building up in my head, pounding incessantly, begging for an exit. Should I talk with her? Obviously. She's my favorite person in the whole world. Yeah, I had an interesting day. I even like her song. What happened? Well, I saw someone die, maybe killed by my close friend, and I was a jerk to the only person who stuck by me. Then I went to the sketchy part of town, where I saw a mutilated body, except I can't remember how because my brain is only half functional. Yeah, that's about it. Not much. She evaluates me for a moment from behind her peach. Let's go to the rooftop. What? She only gestures for me to follow her as she pops out of the classroom. Well, at the very least, I guess it's a better place to talk. Fucking love that peach, man. Like most days, the rooftop is practically empty. Airi plops down in an obscure corner, nibbling at her peach. Sit. I obligingly settle next to her. She pushes a peach into my hand. I get a peach. Oh. You're quiet. She states this placidly, the irrefutable fact of a textbook. I only stare at the peach. Is this for me? Yes. I can eat it? Yes. Hesitantly, I bite into the fruit. It's succulent and soft. I don't realize how hungry I am until that moment. I've had plenty of chances to eat, but little appetite. A sobering thought brings me back to the moment. I look into the sky, idly blurting whatever comes to mind. Aw, she knows that we're, like, upset, so she's giving us a peach, because I guess peaches make her feel better? Feels like life's been the same for years, and now everything's changing. I don't even know why. A wry smirk pulls at my lips. I close my eyes and lean my head against the bench. Give me some alcohol. Let's drink our sorrows away. Airi remains still, waiting for me to elaborate. You know, when people are upset, they drink themselves to oblivion. That kind of thing. Great idea, right? Now that's a contribution to society. Still silence. Disconcerted, I open my eyes. Man, Ari's nowhere to be found. She wouldn't have taken me seriously, would she? Wasn't it obvious that I was joking? Airi! Check my phone, no message. Maybe she left for a different reason. Maybe she decided not to talk to me? Yama. Yeah! Hey! Airi is standing behind me, hugging a bottle of sake in one arm and a bottle of vodka in the other. How?